Welcome to Chaos March. This is map 3, TC Dune 2, 4 versus 4, and looks like one of the teams has a lot of lasers. Starchild's team, as the defenders of the planet, have a bushwhacker and a what is that? A Thor and a Nova Cat and a Mechwarrior on wheels, or as it's otherwise known, a tank. A Mechwarrior, yes. So I don't know, Bayard. That's a lot of heat for a rather hot map. Do you think that they might run into problems with that? And then to oppose them, the attackers for the Saiph are Yvonne in an Avatar, Hawkeye in a Hawkeye in a Warhammer, Burner in a Bushwhacker. It appears to be maybe the C? Well, yeah. Burner's team's headed into the water here just south of this base. This is the first time this map has ever actually been played in an official organized drop, except for some fun drops that we did on it. And we ended up in this water and just duking it out. And Proxima is in a Thanatos. Looks like either PPCs or large lasers, maybe. And then Burner, a lot of missiles, and Yvonne, maybe an autocannon and a PPC, and Hawkeye, maybe two autocannons or two PPCs. I can't quite tell. I'm following Proxima, who's jump jetting up at the base on the south side of the map. They're going to hole up in this base, I think, for now. Now there are, yes, there are aerospace in this map, and but since it's a 4 versus 4, the rules forbid anybody taking some, which is probably to the relief of both teams after that aerospace-dominated match on the last one. And yep, Burner's team's going to hold up here at the south base. They can move back to the water to stay cool, and they can utilize the jump jets and the Thanatos to be able to see pretty far. What is Starchild's team doing right now? Well, plenty of time on the map. We've just eclipsed about 3.5 minutes off, and yep, there's Star's team there. That Nova Cat's going to bring a lot of power, but if you can focus on the arms, you can negate the majority of its usefulness. That Mechwarrior is really going to be a problem, I think. They don't have anything that's that, and if those are long-range missiles that Burner has, they're going to get shot down by the dual anti-missile systems on the tank. They match up pretty well with the other 3 mechs, though. The looks like two of these are sniper mechs, and maybe Pap's mech is a little bit more of a medium range or a brawler. And shouldn't be too long before the teams see each other. They're just on the fringes of where they'd be able to detect each other visually. I believe that Burner's mech might have a lambs on it. It does not. Okay, there's a lambs on Hawkeye's heavy. Yes, they have 1 lambs. So if that Mechwarrior that Starchild took has the ATMs or the LRMs, they should be able to get in and do what they need to do. Seems like they're just trying to get a feel for the other team right now. Obviously, they're still trying to find each other. Kind of different seeing It's interesting. Yes, he is opening up fire. Oh, that's the scalpel. Three heavy large lasers, I believe. That thing is going to heat up in a hurry. That's going to be pushing it for range. 600 meters. That's just on the outside range of those lasers right now. Now they know that they're facing the Morgu, so they'll at least have that information and be able to adjust to it. Proxima has a pretty decent mech to try and get some range on him. Yep, and it looks like Burner's team is just kind of happy to wait it out right now. So Starchild's laying down cover fire while the Novacat and the Thor move up. Yep. Proxima's able to see them now. Proxima just took some nice hits from that entire regiment of mechs. Yes. It'd be interesting because Burner's team could run into the water right now and force Starchild's team to move up. But then that gives them ridiculously good heating advantage, and so I'm curious to see what Burner does here, because that base provides good cover, but I think Starchild's team has the range on them right now, Bayard. Both of these teams have some excellent individual players, and it's always interesting to see those skills and how they translate over to a more slower-paced, team-based game such as this one. Looks like Burner's being very cautious to stay in cover, but also trying to make sure that Starchild's team does not get the positioning advantage on them right now. Looks like Starchild's going to come around the backside of the rocks. He's got Silvercraft coming down into the water. Interesting. Fisco. Proxima's taken the most damage out of anybody on Burner's team so far. He's easily got to be in yellow damage by now, if not early orange damage. That Thanatos will last a while, though. That is not one thing you want to allow that scalpel to do, though, get you out in the open like this. Oh no. Lasers. Oh. That will hurt. I almost wonder if they should rush them because they don't have the range, and they could negate the though if those are LRMs, they're clans, so maybe that wouldn't be as good of an idea. I don't know. I'm at a loss right now, Bayard, about what they might need to do here. It looks like that Silvercraft has moved up to flank them a bit with some LRMs. They're trying to... Yes. Which that Morgu is designed to do. But they're trying to bait... He's trying to bait them into attacking him so Pabst and El Fisco can hit them, but Burner's not having any of that right now. Taking pot shots, and they're trying to take turns so that not any one person is exposed longer than needed to fire. And it looks like that Silvercraft is maybe positioned back into the water or somewhere. I don't have an eye on him right now. That bushwhacker can certainly keep one of those mechs busy for a while. You can see Ivan moving up a bit here to get some positioning. The bushwhacker has come from the water. Let's see if that turns their attention a bit. I think it did because I saw a laser. Nope, Silvercraft is on land by one of the rocks. Yep. Even one full volley from that Morgu's lasers can ruin your day, ruin your armor's day. We've had about 10 minutes elapsed, so still plenty of time here. LRM's away. It was... Yep. Just probably has plenty of them. Just dumb firing them right now and buying his team time to reposition. Burner took some decent hits there from Elfisco's Novacat. Both teams being very cautious and just trying to do damage while minimizing damage taken, and this is the way a lot of these matches can end up, is just everybody finding a position at max weapons range, firing, and eventually either somebody loses patience and rushes the team in, or slowly but surely the mechs slowly drop down. Is it hard for some of these pilots to be patient here, Bayard? And certainly when you're at this range, even the best pilot's going to have a reduction in there. And Burner getting a couple of shots on Starchild. This Starchild's trying to come down the base. Even the best pilots are going to miss a couple of shots at this range, and that can make the difference in a game. Seems like the Starchild is going to start flanking them from the base. He has Silvercraft coming up to support him, and Burner is aware of Starchild being there, and he'll have to make a decision soon on his positioning. Ivan is moving way out. Proxima is joining him. Hawkeye and Burner are holding at that rock. Yep, they're moving now. They're all moving to this. They're moving in another direction out here to reposition. That's probably a smart move to do, because any of that Novacat in water is going to do some severe damage. Ivan is moving way out, and Hawkeye is very carefully moving up here, but Elfisco probably got a shot on his, going for his arms there. Pabst and Silver are coming up to support. Star is in a powerful tank, but he's probably taking some decent damage, and that thing doesn't exactly, it's not going to win the Indy 500s, so it's going to take a while to come up. Looks like he's forming up right now. So they're just exchanging shots, trying to looks like they're trying to focus a bit on that Novacat, given Elfisco's high skill level and just the amount of damage that thing can do. The trick with that is to take the arms off, or at least do enough damage at range that when it comes time, it makes it easier to negate its power. Starchild's moved up, and looks like they're getting ready to press here. Looks like, yep, Ivana Starchild's forcing Burner's team to move back a bit. Pabst is taking a couple of hits. Elfisco will probably take a hit or two here while he moves up. That's going to buy time for Starchild's tank to get in position. Yep, they keep focusing on those arms. playing in a Nova Cat with no arms is no fun, Bayard. I'm sure as much as Burner's team is focusing on Starchild and Yvonne here, that they're focusing on Yvonne from Starchild. Yes, these are all excellent pilots out here, but some have earned their reputation precedes them as being some of the best gosh darn pilots in the entire world. And so sometimes you need to focus on taking out the other team's best player. But at the same time, if you overcommit to one mech, that one player might be able to do enough significant damage to you, and even if you get him down, that you still have 3 or 4 other mechs to worry about. So it's always a gamble. It's all about strategy in this Chaos March. Both teams are creating some distance from each other now. Burner's team does have more speed over the Nova Cat and the... have some LRMs away. Let's see if they get hit. Nope. But they can certainly outrun that that tank and that Nova Cat, and maybe that's what they're relying on a little bit here, using maximum range and using that speed to their advantage. Looks like Hawkeye's either side or engine are out as he's smoking. Once you... Yes, Starchild's slowly moving up here. Silver's with him. Let's see where Mr. Elfisco and Mr. Pabst are. Mr. Pabst is behind rock for cover. Yep. And Elfisco is down. That is a huge possible change in the balance of this game right now. That Nova Cat has armor to bear and very, very good weapons, and they've done a lot of damage to Burner's team, but he still has all 4 intact. And so Starchild is going to have to really rely on Silvercraft and Paps to play the best they can and protect him. Yes. Yes, it really doesn't matter what you put Elfisco in. He is always going to find a way to make an impact in the game. And same can be said of Yvonne. They have their different strengths and weaknesses, but these are certainly 2 players that when I'm on the battlefield, if I see them, my mech is pointed in the other direction, running as far away as quickly as possible. And Starchild is down. That might be enough to turn the balance now. Now, do you need to continue to be patient here, or do you move in as quickly as possible to... Now, Silvercraft has got some LRMs that he'll try and soften them up with. Keep in mind that Hawkeye's pretty damaged and Proxima's taking some decent damage. Silvercraft has a bit of speed on those other mechs. Burner will be able to keep pace pretty well. But those weapons have enough range, and unfortunately for Silvercraft, there's not much area to go for cover here, so sometimes you just have to be brave and fight, and you never know what can happen. I've seen some matches even crazier than this turn out for the other team. Pabst is moving in, giving it everything he's got here. His back is not going to last long. So now, if you're Silvercraft, you just got to ask yourself, am I feeling lucky? Because 4-on-1, it would take a performance for the ages to turn this around. So likely this will... Yes. Likely this will mean the attackers have... Yes, the attackers have gone up 2-1. That will probably be the last map for this weekend, and we will pick it up next time. And Burner's team will only need to win one more map in order to secure the planet from TerraCap.